My name is James Giese, and I am a Civil War veteran. I was in Company 20, Regiment 24, Company F. And the reason I am here to tell you about Faith Hill is I'm the only veteran on Faith Hill, and it is Memorial Day. So, and I said, well, all these years, these people aren't supposed to be in here with cars. All these years, I said, I wanted to be out, tell about Faith Hill. And then you kept on telling me, until that tree dies, I cannot give the story. Well, the tree's dead, so now they let me out. Faith Hill, I gotta give you a little history before Faith Hill. And we're gonna start with Forest Home Cemetery. It was established by the Episcopalian Church in 1850. Forest Home was created by the Episcopalian Church in 1850, and primarily because there was no permanent cemetery. So they wanted a, thank you. So they wanted a cemetery that was outside of the city, and at that time this was 1.5 miles outside of the city. So anyway, it was all purchased from Reverend Hugh, and Reverend Hugh was deceased. He was an Episcopalian minister, but his family owned this land. And then the cemetery expanded and got larger and larger. Now remember, it started in 1850. By 1868, the Episcopalian Church wanted to start a home for the destitute, the poor. And they asked the cemetery, you're starting to develop another parcel of land. We'd like one section for us to bury destitute people that stay in our home that have no place to be buried. So they've got this land, and they've been in charge of this land ever since. So I was in the war. After the war, I wasn't in very good shape, and they ended up, and I passed away, buried me over the hill. And just recently, I got a new stone, very nice stone. I don't know if you know Margaret or Tom, but they've been researching all these stones and burials and found over 1,000 Civil War veterans. So they've gotten stones for all of them, and that's how I got my new stone. So when I first came here, I also met a very charming woman, always happy-go-lucky. Her name was Mary Morgan, and I found out Mary was one of the first individuals that was accepted in the home. Now the home was started by 4 churches of the Episcopalian Church: St. John, St. James, St. Paul's, and Christ Church. Yeah. And 4 ministers organized it, and then got 30 women from all the parishes and the different committees to run it. And it got bigger and bigger. They had one at 600 Cass Street and 711 Van Buren. So it just got relatively bigger. And if anybody passed away, being they were destitute, they really had no grave site, they were buried here. It was free. But Mary Morgan I met right away. She was one of the first here. She was blind, but very cheerful. And she was here until she passed away. She was 99 years old. Now that doesn't mean she was the oldest here, because we have Putin Mark, who she was 102 when she passed away, and she's buried here also. Now behind me over the hill is a 5-foot cross, and the cross says St. John's Home on it. If you go to the left of it about 4 stones, you see Mary Morgan's gravestone.